Hello and welcome to another video once again, and it's the second episode of the Biosyn Sanctuary, the Biosyn Dinosaur Sanctuary in fact, because it's Jurassic World Evolution 2 again. And today's first area is based on the Pyroraptor because it was actually recommended to me by Icyandrewcat in the comments, so that will be, obviously, I'll be fulfilling his request and making it a blue Pyroraptor as he wanted, and I shall be basing the whole exhibit on the Pyroraptor, and I will eventually add another dinosaur. Let you see that later on. For now, we're basically just getting everything ready Pyroraptor wise. Then we chose an area. We chose this little area here, right by the entrance, or not by the entrance, we chose the area behind in this corner, because I thought it'd be nice to have some trees in front of the water. So we obviously built that, and that's fine. While I'm sitting here watching this, after this new update that's already come out now, I will be doing a couple of parks on the square maps, big parks now, so they may be a few episodes, like by a few episodes I mean like 12ish, let's say 12, random number, 12 episodes ish, as they're massive. I've already played around with a few, but should be fine. Back to this exhibit, or area should I say. I thought about having this low down immediately. I knew I wanted some sort of hilly area, and obviously decided to go with this, smoothing out the edges just quickly. I just thought this would be a nice sort of area for Pyroraptors, and a bigger carnivore, which you'll see what it is later, as said before. But for now, you just get to see me building the area. That's it. Not much was going on in this area, but then I decided to add some water to the back, because I think that looks better than just a plain area at the back. And obviously, realism, dinosaurs need water, everything needs water, put some water in. So I thought I'd make a little stream, obviously cut off bits, and that should be fine. And then obviously going over these sides with rock to make it look like a bit of a mountainous area, because after all this is in a mountainous area in Italy, so why not? I don't know why at the time I just felt like putting sand in the middle. Don't know why, and obviously sand around the edges because that makes a bit more sense. Of the water, that is. I just felt like it looked nice, that's it. Obviously putting rocks down by the water and by the sort of, it's not cliff face but like the edge of the hill, because it makes it look more proper. Then once I've finished with using the rocks, I decided to put another pool of water, but this time down in the lower section. Obviously failed, as you'll see, failed a couple of times making it the sort of shape and size I wanted. So I just thought screw it and made it bigger, and then cut off a tiny bit and said that was alright, because why not? Obviously we needed some tree sort of like, I don't know, it's like the textures, the texture brushes. I just thought trees look better with Bioraptors being there, not exactly tall, and it gives them some sort of camouflage or shelter to hide from the bigger carnival that will be in the area. As I said, all be revealed later. Can't keep saying it enough. And then that was it for that area, and then I decided to try and find another large carnival, or a large carnival to put into the area, and then I decided on Allosaurus, because I like the Allosaurus in this game, and why not give us a few Allosaurus? Then that's obviously a big carnival in the area with the Bioraptor, and there's Icyandrewcat's dinosaur there. Obviously the rest being scattered around, meaningless. Well, they're not really meaningless, but for the purpose of that, why not call them meaningless? But here is your dinosaur. Here is your Bioraptor, Icyandrewcat. I hope you like it anyways. I do like this actually. The green and the blue looks really nice together. And to be fair, some of the best skins in the game are Bioraptor skins, if I'm honest. They just have so much detail, so much colour. You'll see another one later on that has tons of detail and tons of colour. I like that one as well, and I wrote the skin down actually, and it's sat on a bit of paper texture, but I just think it looks really good, you know. Now let's just admire it for a few more seconds. Or not. And rant coming again, because why not? And I felt like ranting for a little bit. And I don't like the person. Enjoy the little rant. Oh dear, I just shut up for once, and you're like, I don't want you here, do I? I was enjoying time until you got here. Could you go away please, Dewey? Be lovely. I think we'd all love that. Go away. Oh, thank you. Perfect timing. Bye, Dewey. After verbally abusing Dr. Dewey from the first game, let's carry on with looking at the Allosaurus. They've actually got some very detailed skins now that you think about it. And I think the skins actually look alright. But then, I decided that I wanted to do another area. And I thought it would be a nice snowy area. Be a nice little snow in the mountains. I'll run into a bit of trouble, and you can't use snow in Italy, which is an issue. So my Nasutoceratops and my Parasaurolophus that are in this area kind of don't have any snow in the area anymore. Or anymore, never any snow in the first place. But the plan was snow. So if you wonder why it's a bit off, it's going to probably be the worst area bin. It had no planning whatsoever, because the snow aspect of the area was completely gone. That's why. But I thought I'd keep it in anyways, because I want you to all see the whole sanctuary as a whole. So I chose this area because it's got some nice cut-off sections where you can see the water, and it's obviously giving me nice certain screenshots. And the annoying thing is, well, going back to the snow side of things, I only realised about the snow once I'd finished like doing everything I needed to do. And then when I went to put the snow in, I got annoyed because there was no snow. So I had to basically just scrap what I was doing and change everything. But I did decide to use water and make it look like a river has come through from the first area into this new area. And I thought that would give it a nice little sort of sanctuary feel, sharing the same water. Got out a bit too much there, my accent. But hey, nothing that a little water can't fix. There we go, just add a little bit more water in there, because I thought it looked a bit off. And then, here's me looking for snow. As you can see, I got a bit worried, and I then had to use sand, because that was the closest thing I had. So I just used sand instead. All across the place. And not all across the place, so just on the edge of the water, which it would have been a full snowy enclosure. But I'll have to do that in another episode of another series, sadly. Because, knowing my luck, it'll happen again, and then I'll have to use sand again, but anyhow. I decided to have a sort of, I don't know, it's not trench, but like a little area that's a little bit lower down than the rest of the enclosure, because then it gives them like a little bit to walk up to the water, a little bit of elevation to the water. And I did my best with this enclosure. Obviously, off the top of my head, it doesn't look great, but I tried. I did try and make this hill. It just looked a bit off, you know. But I thought I'd give it some sort of like give this end of the area some sort of personality. That also didn't work out very well, but nonetheless, we tried. Some rocks as always near the water. Desert rocks because it's sand instead of snow. I will emphasise again. I hate Frontier for not putting snow on every map, but it's fine. We'll have to just note that for the future. And I don't hate Frontier, like, completely, because after all, they have decided that they wanted to put the square maps in, so I'll take that. I think anyone will take that. After all, another massive update from the company that actually listens to the people that criticise the game. And I just thought I'd add some of these trees in, because it gives it a more realistic feel. Only issue is, obviously, they're not the same colour as the trees around them, but it's not massive. Just gives it some more detail. And I was trying to find something to put on this area for absolute ages. And I don't know why I was looking through Lagoon stuff, but I just did. And I thought lights would work, but they just did not look good whatsoever, because it just looked out of place. So as you'll see, once I do place all this, I do delete every single one of the lights, because I didn't think it would work, and it did not look like it worked whatsoever, as you'll see in a minute. And there we go, everything's gone. Then I thought I would put some trees near this edge, give it some a life. Give it some life on the side, as that always looks nice. And obviously as well, it worked for some nice screenshots as well. And yeah, I decided to put some water here instead, because I thought that would work better. I tried connecting them and I don't know why, because I knew it wouldn't work in the first place. Made it look like it worked, but it just did not work whatsoever. But we ignore that and we move on. And then obviously the Nasutoceratops and the Parasaurolophus were ready, and we just had to wait for them to be transported. And while they're transported, I thought I'd look at the Pyroraptors when I eventually managed to get to one of them. And overall, once again, proving that Pyroraptor skins are some of the best in the game. There's Yoshi, which is the one that I wrote down as a little fun fact, actually. In the Mario universe, Yoshi is a dinosaur, and he's also my favourite character because he's a dinosaur. But I'd start write it down for the future. If I decided to do anything fun with skins, I can have Yoshi in the park. But once again, just proving that all the skins for the Pyroraptors are amazing. Then I thought I'd look at the Nasutoceratops, which are quite basic skins really. I like this one, this red and yellow one. This one's alright, the purple and yellow. That one looks, the green and red one looks more like it's a film one. And then the red one you just saw, too basic really. But I do love the para skins. I love the stripes. This one looks like a robin. This one looks a bit basic, but it's alright. It works. Once again, the skin is lovely because of the stripes. This one looks like it's from the first game. The blue stripe as well on both of them last two ones look brilliant. But we finish with naming this para Robin, because I thought, why not? And anyways, I hope you've enjoyed. There will be a third episode out within the coming days, maybe Monday, Tuesday also, maybe even today, who knows. But I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you enjoy watching these cinematic shots, because the park actually, or the area, all the areas actually look half decent from this way, from this point of view. But I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment what you want to see next time, like Icyandrewcat, and you will get a dinosaur in the park named after you with your skin recommendations and everything, all included, based around your dinosaur souling. And then I'll add one or two, depending on what it is. And check out the description where you can find my Discord if you are 13 or over, obviously. And also my Instagram is down there for my YouTube. And I hope you enjoyed. And hopefully see you in the next one. Goodbye.